I just want to talk to every single person out there who is literally waiting on God for something. And that's because I myself am equally waiting on God for a particular thing. Now, I just want to say this. God has a reason why He's making you wait for a particular purpose. I don't have a structure of how I want to put down everything I want to say, but I'm just going to keep talking. If you're waiting on God for any single thing, you need to retrace back your step. Write it out. Whatever you think you're waiting on God for, write it out. Go to God in a place of prayer and ask God some specific questions. God, why am I waiting for this particular thing? Why are you not just giving me? Because I'm assuming that you have prayed, you have fasted, you've done all what you know that you can do. You've even gone for counseling, you've seek advice from every other person, but yet it's not coming. So I just need you to go back and ask God, why are you making me wait for this particular thing? If you understand the reason why you're waiting, your waiting season is going to be way better. It's not as if the heaviness or the burden is going to leave you entirely, but it's going to be a better experience for you. You will wait with an understanding, and then you will wait with joy. There's a difference between when you're waiting without understanding and when you're waiting with an understanding. So you need to go back to God and ask exactly the reason why God is making you wait. I want to share a story with us. So for some time, I've been asking God for a particular job. I want this particular job, I want this particular job. But to be sincere, when it came, I'm like, I don't think this is what I want to do. So sometimes we are asking God for something that God is feeling like you are not yet ready. If I give it to you, you will not know how to handle it. I didn't know that I was not yet ready for that job. It came, I liked it, I'm still in it, but I'm like, how do I do this? I've not even found balance first. So God was trying to help me to find balance. And I'm like, God, you're taking my time and all of those things. I want to support my husband, give me a job, and it has to be now, do it now. Well, he did it, and then I started to say, well, God would have just paused to allowed me. I'm sure that heavens will be there. They'll be like, what does she want? So sometimes God already know our reaction to some certain things that we're asking him, and that's why he would, because he loves us, he would refrain if he knows that this is going to be too big for us. Because with this particular job that I have, it makes me to be inconsistent in 90% areas of my life. So do you see what God was looking at while I was asking, begging, crying? And now I'm like, I just want to take some time to figure out how I'm going to balance up things before I have like a full-time 9 to 5. All those, my mentor used to tell me, Miracle, you are praying for job and job and job. Just maybe what if God don't want you to have it at this particular point in time? Why not you just use this season very, very well? And those times I'll be wallowing in whatever. I totally wasted my waiting season. And even my husband would keep talking. Why don't you do this one? Why don't you do this one? And all of those things. But this year I began to be extremely productive, and then I saw the difference. I saw the difference in my life between being intentional and just getting discouraged over one particular thing. So yeah, sometimes if you're waiting upon God, as long as you've prayed about it and as long as you're a child of God, if God is not giving you that particular thing at that point in time, just know it's because of his love for you. And there's a particular reason behind it. So I just recently found out mine, and I wish I had asked the right questions. Then secondly, I want to talk about, again, still on the waiting season. If you feel like God is making you wait for a particular thing for a very long time, I also want you to go back to God and ask for clarity. Clarity comes in different ways, not just one particular form. It probably will not even be while you're sleeping, and God will just, it may not just be in that particular form. Clarity will come in different forms. So I just need you to go back and ask God for clarity. You need clarity. You need clarity of what you're going to do, of what you're doing, of what God is passing you through. Like I said, I don't have like a blueprint of what I want to talk about today, but I know that somebody needs to hear this. All I'm just saying to you today is to calm down. There's a reason for everything. God has a reason why he's making you wait. Trust me. From somebody that is still waiting on God, even as at now, trust me, God has a reason why he is making you wait, and it's for the best. At the end of it all, you are going to be the one to say, Father, thank you for making me wait. It could be something in your life that God is trying to, warn you about, or trying to help you address this so that it will not hurt you at the later on, because there are some baggages you don't just have to carry. There are some things that will just weigh you down that you don't just have to carry as you journey. So go to God and ask him the reason why you're waiting. And please, if you're waiting upon God for any particular day, please wait in joy. Enjoy your waiting season. I know it can be so hard, but I encourage you to please do well to enjoy that season that you're waiting on God for any particular thing at all. So I encourage you to please just enjoy that season. My husband just came in for a bit. All right, let's continue. Also, just a little tip for you. If you are in your waiting season, I would just ask you to please go back to God and ask God, Father, what do you want for me? Because some of you are waiting wrongly. You're waiting for something that probably God may not even entirely give to you. Yes, so sometimes you're waiting for the wrong reasons. You're waiting on God to give you this particular job, but this particular job is not what he wants to give you. He wants to give you that particular job. So you need to understand the reason why you're waiting and know what you are waiting for. Understand if God wants you to even have this thing or not. I'm telling you this so that you won't have to waste your time like I've been wasting my time applying for a job where God does not even want me to work. And because he loves you, that thing will not come. And because you don't understand the in-depth of God's love towards you, you will not understand what God is doing. Please trust God. He is working behind the scenes, especially if you're a child of God waiting on Him for any particular thing. Trust what God is doing in your life. And do not forget to ask Him that basic question: Father, what do you want me to do? Give me clarity. May I not just be waiting in vain, waiting for you to do this particular thing whereby you want me. These are all what we call wasted years. I know God restores wasted years, but let it not be that you are the person who is intent, who is just unconsciously wasting your own time. So most of the time, God desires you to do this particular thing, but you are doing another particular thing, and it's going to be so hard for God to do the work He wants to do in you. The reason why you have to do this is if you are asking God, if you are saying, Father, I want to do your will, then if you want to do His will, you will go and ask Him, Father, what then is your will for me? And help me that everything I do will align to your will for me, even down to the job that I take. Father, let your will align. And if you're praying that prayer and be doing opposite, it will not work because you're already saying something else. You're already praying, Father, let me do your will, and He's going to follow that word. I hope you did enjoy our teaching today. If you did, God bless you. Please don't forget to always like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, I do understand that for my channel right now, not so many people watch to the very end, but we'll continue on this phase until we get to that point where people will be watching to the end of our videos. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.